Hello everyone, this week's recipe is going to focus on sweet potato. Sweet potatoes are loaded with a ton of vitamins and they can be used in a lot of different dishes. You can eat them just by themselves as a main dish. You can use them as a side. I have other recipes listed for you today. One is a roasted sweet potato quinoa bowl. Don't be frightened by it. It does look like a lot of steps, but it really does go fast and it tastes really good. I've made this a few times for my husband and I, and he enjoys it. So you know how guys are when it comes to eating new foods, and he enjoyed it, so I think it's worth trying. This recipe I'm going to do today is super easy. It's a great side. It's fast. I served it at Thanksgiving this past year, and everybody loved it, and it's really just 3 ingredients. You have your apples, sweet potatoes, and cinnamon, and I don't even measure how much cinnamon. So to start, I just kind of made a smooth edge with the sweet potato. Sweet potatoes can be extremely difficult to cut, so be careful when you're doing it, and it really is worth investing in a sharp knife. Honestly, because you don't want to take off a finger on something dull. So get a good set of knives. I recommend not putting them in the dishwasher if you do get a good set, because the dishwasher is hard on any utensil, but especially knives. It can cause them to rust. So all I'm doing is just cutting these sweet potatoes into chunks. Okay. The recipe calls for 2 sweet potatoes, 2 apples, which you are more than welcome to do. It does make quite a bit, but you won't be disappointed when it's done. It's actually very sweet tasting with not using any added sugar. Just the sweetness from the sweet potato and the apples. So I'm just going to finish kind of cubing these up. Almost done here. And then I'm just going to cut up this apple. You can use any kind of apple you want. For the recipe, I found the Pink Lady is actually really good because it's a sweet. It's similar to a Honeycrisp, but I think it's a little bit more tart to it. So, you have your sweet potato cut up, or apple cut up. All you have to do is throw them in. You can use a glass baking dish. You will want to cover it. I had the oven preheated to you can do 350 or 375, and all you have to do, I just douse it with cinnamon on top, and I'm going to put it in the oven. Recipe calls for 1 hour. If you have a smaller dish, you can just check it. I always check it at like 20 minutes, and then I stir it and stir up that cinnamon, because you're going to get a lot of steam from this, and that's what's going to help it cook and become soft, and the cinnamon will eventually spread all over. And then when it's done, you have a really great side dish that's really sweet, packed with nutrients and not added sugar. So I hope you enjoyed this and that you at least give it a try, and maybe you can cook it the next holiday. So enjoy the rest of your week, guys.